Hello everyone. It is hard to believe that September is almost over and that we are less than a month away from the due date for my daughter. Crystal and I get more excited by the day, and we just can't wait for her to be here. I wanted to update you all on a little bit of what's been going on. I told you in my last update that we were going to have two significant Thursday night large group worship services, and they went fantastically well. I really appreciate your prayers. 2 weeks ago, I got to talk about God's holiness and really challenge the students in that. And then last week, I got to talk about the crucifixion and how Jesus removes all barriers that prevent us from coming to God, and gave the students a time for response. And there were a lot of students getting prayer and responding, and apparently it was very significant for quite a few students that gave me some great feedback in their personal relationships with the Lord. I don't know if any students came to know Jesus for the first time. Sometimes that's something that we don't find out about for a couple weeks. But I do know that it was very significant for a lot of students, and I'm just really thankful for the team that I have to work with of students. Our worship team did a great job. We have a creative team that put together some awesome videos that were very emotionally and spiritually powerful. Our MCs, everybody that helped with the atmosphere, they just did a great job, and I'm really thankful for that. This weekend we have our beach retreat, our new student retreat. So any student that is new to UNC, whether transfers or freshmen, along with anyone who's new to InterVarsity, so anybody who's just started coming around our community, is welcome to come. Currently, we don't have, I would love your prayers for more signups the next few days. We have about 40 leaders signed up and about 45 new students. So that is not a great ratio. That's, obviously in the 85 range total, and we're used to taking over 100. So I'd love your prayers for maybe 20 new people to sign up. I got an email from a young man this morning wanting to sign up, so that was encouraging. And we're going to take them to Emerald Isle and spend some time talking to them about the prodigal son. And I will be sharing my testimony and how I sort of fit into that story. My co-staff Julie will be talking about how how the Lord wants to meet each of us in our different sin and brokenness and rebellion. And then my other co-staff John will be talking about how this is the world story that God's the Father runs out to the broken world to initiate with it, to redeem it, to save it, and to clothe it with righteousness and honor and grace through Christ. And so I'm really excited. I think it's going to be a ton of fun. We have a blast at the beach, and it's a great opportunity to teach students some very deep things that they are actually in a place to receive. And so it should be really cool for new students. So I would love for you to pray about that. And then finally, I gave you an update, I think, last time about our budget and where we are with ministry funding. We are just under $3,000 away from budget, which is great, but in the next week, if that money doesn't come in, I'll sort of start being off campus some, which I really don't want to do, especially with the baby coming, because obviously I'll take time off to be with her and Crystal for a while. So we'd just love your prayers that money comes in soon, so that I can be on campus as much as possible and can be serving students as best we can. I'd love for you to pray. My co-staff, John and Julie Farmer, are sort of struggling with their finances. They've had a hard time every year raising support, and so I'd love for you to pray for them and also pray for us as the three of us try to make decisions with at least probably the two of them off campus some, and maybe me too. If you would pray for wisdom so that we make the best decisions possible about how to spend our time. Thanks.